Hey guys, and welcome back to Top 5 of all time, and today we are going to be looking at the top 5 most expensive cars in the world. Top 5. The Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. Only 6 of these preposterous Ferraris were ever made. The very expensive Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio was created in homage to the famed son of the founder of Pininfarina the year that he died. It was originally presented as a concept car in 2013. The Sergio grew on Ferrari just enough for them to greenlight a 6-car production run based on the Ferrari 458 Spider. Thanks to an all-carbon fiber frame, the handmade Sergio is a full 330 pounds lighter than the already weight-like 458. Arranged in a 2-seat configuration, it takes the open-air concept even further. Where the Ferrari 458 Spider has no roof, the Sergio has no roof, no side windows, and windshield. That makes the force of this naturally aspirated 4.5-liter F136F V8 engine, the same one used the 458 Spider, all the more forceful, and it costs $3 million. Top 4. The Aston Martin Valkyrie. There is no announced price for the Aston Martin Valkyrie yet. But a reliable source said that if we put $3 million, we'd be about right. This car, until recently known as the Aston Martin Red Bull AMR B001, is a culmination of sorts of Aston Martin's visionary new president, Andy Palmer, who has ushered Aston Martin into a new age of solvency and relevance with a series of killer cars. The Valkyrie is the most killer car of all. Palmer and Red Bull Racing's Adrian Newey and Christian Horner agreed to build the car over a pint at a pub. True story. Thus the partnership was born between Aston and Red Bull Racing's Newey, the aerodynamicist whose work is largely responsible for Red Bull's multi-year dominance in Formula One. Newey and Aston Martin invented an aerodynamic scheme for the Valkyrie that channels air through the chassis and creates downforce without the help of the wings. The engine will be a 6.5-liter, naturally aspirated V12 tailored to the frame by Cosworth, and was made to achieve the magical 1-to-1 power-to-weight ratio. The Valkyrie is not a car for casual buyers of supercars. Marek Reichman, Aston Martin's designer, said the car, which has a Rimac-built hybrid battery system installed along with the engine, will make about 1,000 horsepower. Top 3. The Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. The Veneno Roadster is the most expensive production Lamborghini on the road today. It's actually $500,000 more expensive than the coupe version of the Veneno. That's a lot of cash for a little less roof above your head. How can you explain a cost well north of $3 million? Look at the build of this open-top 2-seater. The Monarch is lifted from the LP704 Aventador, except this one is made from carbon fiber. Atop this is bolted a 740 horsepower, 6.5-liter V12 with a 7-speed single-clutch ISR automated manual transmission, the same one found in the Veneno coupe. It's a tricky transmission, and one that gets a lot of heat among aficionados. If there's room for improvement in a car that costs more than a private jet share, the transmission would be the place. The sprung portion of the Veneno is placed atop a push-rod-actuated suspension, and even though it's driven by a full all-wheel drive system, the total dry weight of this carbon fiber gem is just 3,285 pounds. Top 2. The Lion Hypersport. Built by W Motors, the Lion Hypersport is legitimately the first Arab supercar. We know this because W Motors is based in Lebanon, but also because the Hypersport is reckoned to be the first car to have headlights with embedded jewels. There are titanium LED blades that have a total of 420 15-karat diamonds. However, according to Lykan, buyers have also selected rubies, diamonds, yellow diamonds, and sapphires. The rest of the car? Fine. It's powered by a mid-rear mounted, twin-turbo 3.8-liter flat-six boxer that fires about 780 horsepower through the rear wheels. It's 0-62 in 2.8 seconds and has a blistering top speed of 240 miles per hour, but really, the headlights are made with 240 15-karat diamonds. And that's what makes this one of the most expensive cars in the world, priced at $3,500,000. Top 1. The McLaren P1 LM. The McLaren P1 LM is the most expensive car in the world in 2017 and it costs over $3,700,000. Go ahead and dispute it, because you can. But first, consider the caveats. McLaren didn't actually build this car. They built the original P1, which was then acquired by Lansat Motorsports, which painstakingly rebuilt the P1, transforming a near-perfect supercar into a definitive work of art that will one day be remembered as a crowning achievement of all humanity. It takes cues from the McLaren P1 GTR and the storied McLaren F1 road car. Like the F1, the LM has gold plating in the engine bay. And the engine which the gold surrounds is a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8. Combined with the 3 electric motors dispersed between the engine and the rear wheels, the P1 LM produces a heroic 1,000 horsepower. These details may not distinguish a car on this list, which has high power standards. The Lansat distinguishes itself is in how smart it is. The aerodynamics come to life on track. A modified rear wing and enlarged front splitter join together with dive planes that generate an astounding 40% increase in downforce over the P1 GTR.